Karen here with Mighty Fortress Inspection, and since there's a possibility of severe weather, we thought we would talk about getting your storm shelter ready today. So a couple of things. The first thing is that anybody in the house who's old enough to stay by themselves needs to practice opening and closing the storm shelter, and they need all of the pieces of getting it set up. So some shelters have collapsible steps that you would need to get out. Some shelters have a handlebar, some don't. Some operate with a pin, some have like a spring situation. So whatever your shelter is, you need to make sure that they can get in and they can get out safely. The next step is that you need to make sure your shelter is set up. So part of that is getting rid of all of the dead insects and any critters or grass clippings that get down in there. But a bigger part of that is making sure your stock supplies are ready to go. So we have the obvious supplies in here that we reset every year. We have water bottles. We have some fun snacks in case we're down here for a little while. We have some flashlights and lanterns. We have some hand sanitizer. One of the other things that we put down here, because we have some younger children, is we put glow sticks. Light really helps kids not be quite so nervous in scary situations, so it's kind of a fun little addition to our bucket to help out. The other thing that we put in there that was new this year is our socket set. And the reason for this is this shelter's kind of new to us, and we didn't realize that it was different than our previous shelter. So our previous shelter just had pins that kept the doors in place. Well, this shelter has a nut and bolt that keeps the door in place. So if for some reason our sliding door were to get trapped and we wanted to remove the stationary door, we would need to make sure that we had this already down with us. The other thing that we do is a supply that we can't keep down here. We have a little note on our top step, and it lists out anything that we need to grab on our way down. So we have like jackets and tennis shoes, and we would have medications, or if you wear glasses or contacts, you want to make sure you have a backup set. All these items are stuff that you're not going to keep down here all year, but it's good to grab on your way down into the shelter. Always grab your wallet or your purse as well in case you need your identification. The last thing that we have down here is a little gross to talk about, but we took an old laundry detergent bucket and we turned that into a pee bucket. So again, it's not the most fun to think about, but when it's necessary, it's really necessary. Most of the time you're going to be down here for just a few minutes, but it can be upwards of several hours if you've got rescue and search underway. So make sure you're prepared. Again, hopefully we won't need this today, but if we do, at least now we know that we're ready.